All right. Well, Sergeant Schmaus here, back with another lesson on ear training about intervals. We talked about ways for you to come up with songs that are familiar to you to help you understand the intervals and get them into your head, into your ear a little better. Today, we're going to talk about a system that's actually already in existence called solfege. There are two major types. There's what's called fixed dough, where dole, dough is always C, D is always re, E is always me, so on and so forth, right? Um, that's not as common as the other system, which is called movable dough. I learned movable dough in college, and this is where dough changes depending on the key you're in. So if you're in the key of C, um, dough is C. Key of F, dough is F. You get the point. So most people are familiar with the major scale syllables, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, right? Um, but we talked in an earlier lesson about diatonicism and chromaticism, right? Diatonic pertaining to a key, in particular the diatonic scale, the major scale, which includes di, two, whole and half steps. And there's chromatic, right? Chroma meaning color. So the notes in between those steps are the color tones. So solfege actually has a way to sing those notes as well with different syllables, one syllable words that make it easy for you to sight sing. So those are, and in addition to the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, right? So we have do, di, re, mi, fa, fi, sol, si, la, li, ti, do, ti, te, la, le, sol, se, fa, mi, me, re, ra, do. A little different, right? But anyway, so there's already a system that enables you to use very usable syllables to sight sing. And your teacher can tell you more about fixed dough, movable dough, and how to incorporate these syllables into your ear training. You can also use note names like C, C, D, D, E, F, B, so. I don't use that as much, but you can use that as well. Um, it's better than saying one flat second, second, flat third, third, fourth, raise fourth, fifth. That's kind of wonky, right? It does have a place, right? If I'm telling somebody to play, a certain chord, I would say play, a major seventh chord. So B is a seventh, so it'd be a C, major chord with a major seventh. Those numbers come in handy, but not so much for sight singing as much as do the solfege syllables and the note names that you can adapt. And your teacher can tell you more about that to help you with your ear training. So now I'm going to put up a little um, example, 4 bar example, where this sight singing before I play something kind of comes into play. And again, it helps me, and it will help you to more accurately play the music, to find those pitches in your head first before you project them out through your instrument, and play it more artistically ultimately. And that's what you want, right? That's where music gets really fun when you can be artistic with it. So F, right? So it's movable dough. So that's the key of F, and we know that by what? By the key signature. All right, one flat, B flat. So F, do, me, mi, fa, me, mi, do, so, me, mi, do, te, re, do. All right, see how accurate I was. Do, me, mi, fa, me, mi, do, so, me, mi, do, te, re, do. All right, hey, so listen, I'm a bass player, right? Give me a break. I'm not a vocalist, but it can help any instrument. So let's say you play, a woodwind instrument or a brass instrument. You can't sing and play at the same time. Sit down with a piano, or if you play guitar or bass, something that allows you to sing at the same time and do these exercises. Just find a piece of music and do them, all right? Um, and then I know in the last lesson we talked about finding songs that you're familiar with to help better understand those intervals and get them in your ear. But this is really a way to take that to the next level of ear training. So I encourage you to do it. And for fun, you know, sit down, listen to the radio, and get your instrument too. This is just an aside, and play along. Just play by ear. Don't worry about what's written. Just listen and try to reproduce it on your instrument. And that's going to help your ear as well.
All
In your
right.
training. So
Go ahead.
until next time, be awesome and aim high. See you.